Good morning and welcome to BJC Mitzvah Day number 114, part 2. Mitzvah Day keeps us on its way. The prohibition upon the beast in the court to carry out capital punishment on the Shabbos. And the verse stated in Parshas Vayakhel in the book of Shmos, you shall not kindle a fire in any of your dwelling places on the Shabbos day. Okay, now although this is not the simple understanding of the verse, meaning sounds like don't light a fire on Shabbos is the commandment, and yet we're saying the commandment is the prohibition upon the court to carry capital punishment on Shabbos. That sounds like a stretch. So how does the Chinuch understand this? Now, although this is not the simple understanding of the verse, nevertheless, we have reason to deduce this matter from it, because the verse is not needed for itself, for its simple meaning that it is prohibited to light any fire on the Shabbos, as it has already been written elsewhere in Exodus, quote, you shall not perform any malacha on the Shabbos, any creative labor. And kindling a flame for a useful purpose is a malacha, a creative labor that you're not allowed to do, and thus included in that verse. Rather, since the prohibition of this verse has already been taught in another verse, it must be that this verse was written to teach us a matter of its own. And the sages explained with regard to this verse that it is coming to teach that which we have stated, that the court may not administer sreifa, the burning punishment, or really any of the punishments on the Shabbos. The Chinuch goes on to explain how it is derived that other forms of execution are also included in this prohibition. These are the words of the Mechilta to this verse. That's a commentary. It is stated, you shall not kindle a fire. Now sreifa, which is burning, one of the punishments, as we mentioned, pouring the lead down the throat, was included among the forms of execution imposed by the court, and was singled out in order to teach a law in its regard, i.e. that sreifa is prohibited on the Shabbos. In such cases, when the Torah singles out a rule with regard to one item in a category, the Torah does so in order to teach that the law regarding its entire category. That is, just as sreifa is unique, in that it is one of the types of execution of court, given out by the court, and it does not override the laws of Shabbos, as taught in this verse. So to all other forms of execution by the court do not override the laws of Shabbos, meaning you're not allowed to do it. Okay. We'll pause it for now. Thanks for listening to Sponsor Feature Mitzvah 36 100 of the Gold. See you tomorrow.